What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to CM Aviation. Hope you're on a fantastic day today, and today we have a very exciting model unboxing for you all. Today we're going to be taking a look at the NG models 1 to 200 scale United Express CRJ-200, and this has the blue Tulip livery operated by SkyWest Airlines. Hope all of you are excited for this. This is a really cool aircraft, so very excited to dive into it and see what the CRJ-200 is all about. I've been eyeing this one for a while. It has a cool story, so we won't waste any further time to get started. So up here on the top left, you have the one. Let's see if I can pronounce this right. I've been trying really hard lately to get this right. Okay, I believe it's Bombirner. I think it's, I'm forgetting exactly how it's said, but somewhere in there. CRJ-200, 1 to 200 scale, collectible models, die-cast metal. Here's the CGI. This is the older NG box design. This is like a 2018 or 19 release, I think 2019. So you can see the Tulip back there. So it has some theme of what they do now, but definitely they have enhanced it quite a bit. United Express, registration November 923 Sierra Whiskey, NG models operated by SkyWest. The rest of the box is pretty standard. Looks quite nice. And you also got the back of the box as well, each 14 plus, exactly what you would expect, and it's pretty sweet. So this was a CRP redemption. I probably wouldn't have bought this on my own, but I have seen great deals on it over time. I don't know why it turned into a shelf sitter, but it kind of did. So a little unfortunate considering how nice of a plane it is, but that's just kind of the reality of how it went for this aircraft. Anyway though, so with that being said, it's been pretty common, and I've just been waiting for the right time to try to get it for a great deal. And 55 CRP points is a really great bargain for it. I think that's some of the lowest 1 to 200 I've ever seen, so that's why I chose to jump on it for my first CRP redemption. I think it took around a month or so, which honestly isn't bad compared to some of the other stories I've heard, which is pretty unfortunate. I've heard them taking up to, I think, like 3 months, which is just, really unfortunate. So the CRP program is still a huge advantage for NG. It unfortunately has some really, unfortunate, I don't want to say side effects, that's not the right term, but some really big cons that come with it. But if you do value model and getting it, it's definitely huge. So yeah, it's still really great to get it for a really great price, and definitely glad to have it in the fleet today. And it'll prove quite powerful. So let me go ahead and lower this camera here, and let's go ahead and zoom in and see what the NG CRJ-200 mold's all about if we can get out of macro mode, which is definitely a frustrating part of the unboxing today, but that's okay. So as of for this mold, we have seen this one before on the Air Canada example, so pretty cool to think about that. But let's go ahead and dive into the United. So here's the cockpit windows. They have a nice outline around them, so that's pretty cool. Got some windshield wipers up here, and you got the nose cone right here. You got the various shades of blue, and you also got the, various domes and whatnot here in the front, so that's pretty cool. There's the nose landing gear, has very nice detailing. The tires do roll, so that's a huge advantage as well. So great to see all the detail they put in. You got the landing gear door back there as well. We'll get a better look at that as we progress. So it definitely looks quite nice regardless of the case. Here's the Star Alliance logo that also looks really great. And you got the L1 door right here with the various panels and whatnot. So that's definitely really cool to see. Okay, let's go ahead and knock out this top area real quick. So you got some panel detail up there. I'll go ahead and kind of tilt it so you can see it a little better. But you got some panel detail, the beacon, along with 2 antennas, one in the front there, one over the emergency exit. So that's pretty cool. And here we have the passenger windows right here, so operated by SkyWest Airlines. I think there were a couple other operators of United CRJ-200s at the time of the blue Tulip livery. Air Wisconsin was one, I believe, so they did have several subsidiaries like they do today. So you can see the passenger windows here. All economy, 50 seats, it's been the same. It'll be interesting to see when United finally does retire these aircraft, because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but haven't they went through 4 liveries: Battleship Gray, Blue Tulip, Co-Merger, and Evo Blue? Now, obviously, United refreshes their liveries like every 10 years, it seems. But even with that said, I mean, they've definitely been through several eras of United Airlines history. So crazy to think that. And Continental also had several of these too. I'm not sure if any of those Continental subsidiaries end up handing over their CRJ-200 to the United subsidiaries or not. But I think it started with a C. What was that subsidiary's name? Maybe... darn it, I'm forgetting. It's like CHA. I can't think of its full name right now. But anyway, they flew Continental CRJ-200s and, maybe a Mesa or somebody. But anyway, that said, that's enough rambling about that. You got the antenna on the underneath, though. Once again, all 50 seats. These shades of blue are really nice. Then you got the Tulip logo here, and you got United Express, United in black, and then Express in light gray. So very easy to read for the most part. The gray is a little tough depending on the lighting, but you can still see it pretty well regardless of what it looks like, so that's pretty cool. Got the very very minor, whatever you want to call it there on the emergency exit, just a little arrow getting off. So there you go. But you do have the leading edge light, which is nice. Let's get a better view of that. So that looks pretty cool. Here's a nice look at the CRJ-200. Really great mold here. It's nice and simple. It's the size of about a 1:477. Let's go ahead and take a look at the flap slot speed brake detail there. You also have some other hazards and various other details, so that's cool. There's the winglet right there. Looks quite nice. Nice to see that. And you also got the strobe right here on the left, which is cool. And there's the main landing gear. Again, the hub and tires look great. You also have the doors on there too, so that's definitely cool and definitely looks really nice. It does have a stand hole. I should have put it on the stand for this whole review because I have a stand over here. I just didn't realize I had one. How about that? So I can actually probably fit onto the stand. So apologies about that. So here's an elevated view. I didn't even realize I had a stand hole. So bad on me, but you can tell that it isn't really made for this one, but we're gonna make it that way for this review. Okay, so the baggage door is back there under the CF34 engine, so nice to see that, and there it is. Same engine as the E175. Surprisingly, it's a different variant though, as you would expect. This one's a little bigger and probably less efficient, I would have to assume. But yeah, really nice views of that engine right there. Looks pretty cool. Interesting rounded off design, but it looks pretty sweet. Got the exhaust back there too. Once again, you got all the various blues, and then you got the registration November 923 Sierra Whiskey. There's the Tulip right there. It looks really nice. Got the very light blue, or whatever you want to call that there for the Tulip, and then of course you got the darker blue, near navy, but probably like a, I don't know what kind of blue you'd call that, but it looks pretty nice. And you got the horizontal stabilizers there that look really cool. No APU detail, but that's okay. We know in our hearts that it would be there, and all the rest of it works out, so that's pretty sweet. Can I put it like, yeah, I can't put it like that. That's why I had my hand behind it and on top of it. So if you're ever messing around with models on stands, definitely put two hands on it so they don't drop, but once you get them stabilized like this, then it's fine. So we do have a few differences here on the right side. No baggage door for one. Number two, we have a smaller R1 door, so that's very noticeable. There's only 4 doors on the aircraft total. 2 over wings, and then the 2 here in the front, and then in the back, of course, so pretty noticeable there. You got the galley where that window would be right here, so that's cool. Operated by SkyWest on this side too. And you also have some sort of detail there under the engine. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but you also have some panel detail underneath the fuselage too, so that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and take a look at the top of the frame. Looks very nice. You get the details that all one would expect and hope for, so cool to see that. Bottom looks very nice. You got the really nice details down there, and all of it looks really great, so definitely happy to see it. So yeah, great looking airplane. Super glad to get it for 55 points. I think it ended up being about $13 between shipping for the various shipping fees that they have, so that's not too bad. Again, this aircraft's worth about $60 or $70, so definitely great value regardless of the case. And I was going to buy those NGs no matter what the case is. So while it may be a little bit of a timing hassle to get a CRP aircraft, I still think that, you know, hopefully it stabilizes a little bit moving forward. I do want to try all the retailers give a really fair, you know, perspective on that, because shipping times and policies and whatnot do make a significant difference towards these CRP frames. So definitely need to evaluate it and see what it's all about. So it'll be pretty interesting to say the least. But anyway, I really hope all of you enjoyed this. This is a cool model, and I'd highly recommend it for anybody's fleet. So yeah, with all that being said, that'll do it for today's video. But thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and one of you for watching. My name is CRJ of Aviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust processes. Do you love you do. My name is CRJ of Aviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as CRJ of Aviation is signing off.